Namaste students. Now we are moving to the next system called the circulatory system. Circulatory system. So it is one of the most important system, consists of heart, blood vessels and blood. So it transport the respiratory gases, nutrient, hormone and waste material within the body. It protects the body from harmful pathogens and also regulate the body temperature. So the respiratory system consists of heart, blood vessels and blood. So what is the function of heart? So heart is located in the thoracic cavity in between the lungs. So heart is four-chambered and it is surrounded by double layered membrane called pericardium. So the main function of the heart is to pump the blood continuously throughout the life. And the next one is blood vessels. So blood vessels carry the blood from the heart to various parts of the body and from various parts of the body to the heart. So here are many types of blood vessels. There are arteries, veins and capillaries. Arteries will carry the pure blood from heart to the various parts of the body, whereas veins will carry the impure blood from the various parts of the body to the heart. And capillaries acts as the connecting link between the arteries and vein. The next one is the blood. So blood is the fluid connective tissue. So it is rich in hemoglobin. It contains, so the blood is classified into RBC, WBC and platelets. So RBC is rich in hemoglobin and WBC is rich in white blood corpuscles, which acts as a defense mechanism, and platelets helpful in clotting of blood. So these RBC are produced from the bone marrow. The next one is the muscular system. In the body, muscular system along with the skeletal and nervous system is responsible for body movement. Muscle can contract and therefore help in moving other parts of the body. It maintains the posture and body position. There are three types of muscles. They are skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle and smooth muscle. So these muscles are present in different regions. The first one is skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscles are found attached to the bones and they are called voluntary muscles because they can be controlled by our own will. Example, muscles of the arms. The next one is smooth muscle. Smooth muscles are found in the walls of digestive tract, urinary bladder, arteries and other internal organs. They are involuntary muscles, so it cannot be moved by our own will. The last one is cardiac muscle. Cardiac means heart. So the walls of the heart is made up of cardiac muscle. They are capable of rhythmic contraction continuously and involuntary in nature. Involuntary means they are immovable. The next system is excretory system. Excretion is nothing but removal of waste from the body. So the main organ responsible for excretion is kidney. So kidney is bean-shaped structure seen in the abdominal cavity. So they are rich in nephrons which filter the blood and forms urine. So the impurities from the blood is filtered by nephron and urine is produced. So not only kidney, there are also some other excretory organs which excrete some other substance. Example, lungs. So lungs will remove the carbon dioxide and water vapor from the body, and skin will remove the salt and some waste material through sweat, and liver. So liver excrete the toxic substance like bile pigments, heavy metals, drugs, toxins, etc. So not only kidney, lungs, skin and liver also act as the excretory organs. The next system is nervous system. So nervous system is well developed in human being and composed of neurons, that is your nerves and brain. So it includes brain, spinal cord, sensory organs and nerves. The two important functions of nervous system along with the endocrine system are conduction and coordination. So brain is the complex organ. It is placed inside the cranium. So cranium is nothing but your skull, and it is covered by 3 layers of tissue called meninges. And there are 3 regions in brain. They are forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. So it is called the controlling center of the body. The next one is the spinal cord. It is extending from medulla oblongata of the hindbrain and is enclosed within the vertebral column. The spinal cord connects the brain to the different parts of the body through nerves. So what is the function of nervous system? The first one is sensory input. So whatever we see or we feel with the sensory organ are called the sensory input. The next one is integration. So integration is the interpretation of sensory organ and formulating a response. So it is a response to the sensory signals. The next one is motor output. So motor output is nothing but it is the signal from the brain to the sense organ. So that is your motor output. The next system is endocrine system. So endocrine system consists of endocrine glands and they are located in the different regions of the body. So the endocrine glands are pituitary gland. It is located at the base of the brain. Pineal gland. It is also located at the base of the brain. Thyroid gland. It is present in the neck region. Thymus gland. It is present in the chest. Pancreas in the abdomen region. Adrenal gland above the kidney. Gonads in the pelvic cavity. So these are the glands that secrete hormone to carry the physiological function of the body. So now we have studied these different systems. There are also some other sense organs that we have to know in a human body. So the sense organ are eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. So these are the sense organs. So they are meant to see, hear, taste, feel. So first one is eyes. So eye help us to see things around us. So eyelids and eyelashes keep the eye safe. So there are 3 main parts of the eyes, that is your cornea, iris and pupil. So with this we could able to see the objects of the surrounding. So what is the color, what is the shape, what is the size, whether it is far or near. So all these are visible with the help of eyes. The next one is ears. So ears can help to identify the sounds. So it maintains the balance of the body when walking, running and climbing. There are 3 major parts of the ears. They are outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. The outer ear of human being is made up of external flap called pinna. So the next one is skin. So it is the largest sense organ which helps to feel the surroundings. So skin help us to feel things around us by touching, that is whether it is hot or cold, smooth or rough, dry or wet, hard or soft. Skin covers the body and protect the inner surface from the germs. It keeps the body moist and regulate the body temperature. So the function of skin is, skin forms the effective barrier against infection of microbes and pathogens. Skin help us to synthesize vitamin D by using sunlight. So we have seen eyes, ears and skin. So the rest of the sense organ is nose. So nose, the function of nose we have studied in the respiratory system, and the other function of nose is to smell the substance around us. The next is the tongue. So tongue helps us to feel the taste. So these are the sense organ present in a human body. Thank you.